we are living in a world of distractions, and what are we doing? We are practicing getting distracted. Parents come to us mentioning that the child is not able to sit for long hours. Also, the students come to us saying that we are not able to concentrate. The reason why they're not able to concentrate could be because we are not teaching them how. They're not aware as to how to concentrate. Second, they're not practicing how to concentrate. Understanding the mind is not that easy. It's a very complex tool, and unfortunately it doesn't come with an instruction manual.
Human attention span ranges from 2 seconds to 20 minutes. In fact, the average human attention span is about 8.25 seconds. When I look at the numbers from the years 2000 to 2015, there has been a decrease in attention span by 25%. In fact, I think it's safe to say that a lot of us have the attention span worse than that of a goldfish. Theirs is 9 seconds. When I examine this data point and its relevance to school children, this, mind you, is an age where the very foundations of one's knowledge base is being laid. I won't lie, I find the numbers very alarming. In fact, a lot of teachers have also mentioned that post-pandemic, there has been a decrease in the attention span in the classrooms. Which is why our conversation today around concentration and focus is so vital. Hello and welcome to Guidecast, an initiative by Narayana Educational Institutions. With a legacy of 45 years, Narayana is dedicated to the overall development of its students and is committed to realizing their dreams. Because at Narayana, your dreams are our dreams. My name is Shezi, and joining me today is Vijay Lakshmi ma'am with 25 years of experience in psychology. With her vast expertise in behavioral sciences, she has crafted some truly well-curated mental health programs. In her capacity as Chief Welfare Officer at Narayana, Vijay Lakshmi ma'am is truly dedicated to empowering parents to maintain strong relationships with their children. Welcome, Vijay Lakshmi ma'am.
Thank you, Shezi. It's lovely doing this with you.
Ma'am, the research suggests that progressively over the years, the attention span is dwindling. Why is that the case, ma'am?
The dwindling attention span has several factors attributed to it. One, it's the technology usage which has increased, and so has the distractions. The constant phone notifications that we get, or the social media alerts, or the pop-ups. And also, if you notice, Shezi, the choices have also increased. For instance, if we take the TV channels that we viewed earlier, it was limited, but now it is innumerable. And thanks to Reels, the short form of content, it reduces the interest one has for longer content. And apart from this, also technology tools have created a culture of instant gratification. It creates frustration for one when they have to view lengthy content or if they have to focus on things. So all these factors are contributing to the attention spans, which is very concerning because it is affecting the nature of study, learning, or retention. Most of the times, Shezi, parents come to us mentioning that the child is not able to sit for long hours. Also, the students come to us saying that we are not able to concentrate. The reason why they're not able to concentrate could be one, because they're not aware as to how to concentrate. Second, they're not practicing how to concentrate. So, Shezi, if you've observed, most of the time we tell our kids, focus on your homework or concentrate on your breakfast, but we are not teaching them how. If you would want to become a good tennis player, what do? You practice. And then the more you practice, the more you become good at the game. So similarly, now we are living in a world of distractions, and what are we doing? We are practicing getting distracted.
Practicing getting distracted. That's a brilliant observation.
It's theory of practice.
Ma'am, can you help us understand what really goes on in the mind when we are concentrating?
Understanding the mind is not that easy. It's a very complex tool, and unfortunately, it doesn't come with an instruction manual. Right? So to make it easy, for example, you have a ball of light. Imagine that to be the awareness. And there is this mind. The mind is a vast area, and it has many sections in it. A section for your happiness, your joy, your sad, or art, science. So there are many sections in the brain. So now your awareness, it can travel in the mind and then light up that area. And when it lights up, that is where you become conscious of that area. Right? So I'll give you an example. Your friend invites you for a movie, say Avengers, and then you go to the movie and then it's dim and then the movie starts. So, what happens? You experience various emotions. You're happy, you're surprised, you're sad. So, what is actually happening? The director, he is taking your awareness to the sad area of the mind, or he's taking you to the suspense area of the mind, or he's taking you to the joyful area. So now, after 90 minutes, the movie is done, it's the end, and then you come out saying that it was a nice movie. Right? So, in the all this process, what has happened? The director has taken your awareness to the different areas of the mind. So, similarly, when we are trying to concentrate, it's that ball of light which is traveling in the mind, and then it focuses on one particular area. So, if we want to be good at it, what we'll have to be doing is increase the length of time it focuses there. So, the moment it's drifting, your attention is drifting to elsewhere, bring that light of awareness to the area where you want to focus. So, that is the theory. Most of the time, people say, my mind wanders, but it's not actually the mind, but it's the awareness that wanders.
Ma'am, what a brilliant explanation with your Avengers story. Thank you for sharing that. Ma'am, what are the ways in which we as parents can help increase concentration and focus in our children?
The key here is practice, Shazi. We are living in a world of distractions and constantly practicing to be distracted. So, if one has to improve concentration, parents can teach the kids and inculcate practice. Like, for example, if you want to stay physically fit, you hit the gym, and then the change doesn't happen overnight. So, similarly with the mind as well, you will have to practice for over a period of time. So, what can be done? One is fixing a study schedule. So, how this study schedule should be: 45 minutes of study, 18 minutes of break for 9 days. So, eventually, what happens is the break time should reduce and the study time should increase. Having said that, when I said break time to be 18 minutes, the children should not be watching TV or high stimulating games, right? So, in that 18 minutes, what one can be doing is take a nice walk or drink water so that they're not giving that kind of a stimuli to the brain. Second, when one is studying, there's so many thoughts that keep coming, right? So, if we can help them jot down what those distractions are. For instance, the child is studying science and then he's suddenly reminded of another chapter in math he has a doubt in, he can write that down. Or he's suddenly reminded of his friend's birthday party that, what is the kind of gift he should buy. Thoughts keep coming, so he can write that down, right? So, what happens is when you start writing down over a period of time, you will be able to see a pattern. And this pattern helps you understand where is it that you're getting distracted. And in the process, what one can be doing is when you figure out what the distraction is, you need to have the courage to avoid the distraction. For instance, when you're studying, you're using the laptop. And when you're going through some material, there is a pop-up that's coming. And when you have written that down, you're aware that this is distracting. So, when you are seeing those patterns and when you take the distraction away, it is helping you focus. And most of the time, also, kids, they find it difficult to read lengthy stuff. Research has also shown that, 35% of people don't go beyond one paragraph, and only 5% of people complete the whole lengthy text. So, when you read lengthy stuff slowly, you're slowly building the stamina to pay attention for longer time. So, like this, there are small things that one can do to improve concentration.
In fact, I love that you said awareness is one thing, but the courage to, put away that distraction, that is also required. What a lovely point. It is my favorite part of the episode, myth debunking time. Ma'am, multitasking improves efficiency.
It's definitely a myth, Shazi. Many believe that they can multitask, like listening to music while studying or watching the TV while doing the homework. But research says that when you multitask, it reduces the quality of work and learning. Many a times, students, when they focus their attention on multiple things, the cognitive processes are compromised. It reduces the efficiency of learning and also decreases the attention span. So basically, what happens, your brain can't focus on multiple things or two things at a time. It focuses on only one thing, and in the process, it's diluting both the quality of the tasks.
Here's a pro tip for you. Do one thing at a time, do it carefully, and then move on to the next. Ma'am, some questions have come in from the viewers. Let's take a look at that, please. Ma'am, this is from a Narayana student only, 11th class JEE. How to control screen time on social media, increase concentration, and overcome distractions.
Technology in itself is not a bad thing, Shazzy, if you're in charge of it. But if you let it rule you, like for example, if you're constantly accessing the phone, attending to the notifications, or seeing the likes that you're getting, then you remember we are living in a world of distractions, and then we need to practice not to be distracted. So what the child can be doing is they can choose what they want to engage with. One, while studying, the notifications can be switched off so that they're not distracting. Second, have the discipline. Like for example, if one has to study with the laptop, have the discipline not to get distracted, while browsing. That could be one. Sit in clutter-free area, so where the number of distractions can be less. So this also creates a discipline. Now, one more thing that one can be doing is fixing a regular study schedule. So when the study schedule is fixed, one is prepared, to sit and focus and study and avoid resistance and distractions. Simple things also like, exercising daily can also help improve concentration. And remember, in the previous question, we've also mentioned a few of the techniques that can be followed to increase concentration. So the child can follow those as well.
Ma'am, here's another question. This one has come in from a parent. How do I know if my child is struggling with concentration?
One can know if the child is struggling with concentration if they are frequently getting distracted, or if they are finding trouble to complete tasks, or they're procrastinating their schoolwork. Also, it could be inconsistent academic performance. The other ways of knowing this is, when you observe the child, if they are constantly daydreaming, or they are fidgeting, or they're finding it difficult to follow instructions, or they're getting easily frustrated on lengthy tasks. Now, apart from this, feedback from teachers on their classroom, the attention levels that they have in the classroom also helps. So when you are able to observe these signs, I think it's time for the parent where they can give them techniques or help them to improve their focus and attention on the task.
Practice makes perfect. I'm coming to realize that this is true in pretty much everything in life. Children going to school are at an age where the very foundations of their knowledge base are solidifying. They really need all the help that they can get in order to concentrate and focus better. As parents, we can really offer assistance in helping them hone this particular skill through practice and repetition. Ma'am, I'm so grateful to you today because you've shared such wonderful tools and techniques to make this task easier.
You're very welcome, Shazzy.
Ma'am, before we wrap up our episode today, could you give us a little bit of a sneak peek into what our viewers can expect in the next episode?
Maybe we can talk about academic pressure and managing expectations.
That's a big one. If you have any questions for ma'am regarding this topic, you may share them on the email address appearing on the screen, or you can even write your thoughts, comments, and feedback in the comments below. Thank you, Vijaya ma'am, for our conversation today.
Thank you, Shazzy. With practice and support, children can learn to harness the brain's processing to concentrate on things that matter. Team Disha is here to guide and help them in their journey, because at Narayana, your dreams are our dreams.
Thank you for joining Guidecast, where we are dedicated to helping you understand and support your child's journey to success and fulfillment. With insights from Disha, the mental wellness program by Narayana Educational Institutions, a beacon of educational excellence for over 4 decades, we aim to empower parents and students alike. Remember, at Narayana, your dreams are our dreams.